Hello and welcome to CMM News. My name is Rana Bonashpol and today is October 10th. Coming up, the Days of Rage. Following the tragic Kmart bombing in which the Weathermen destroyed a commemorative police statue, 4 days of turmoil has transpired as the Weathermen stormed through the Gold Coast neighborhood, smashing windows and automobiles. Let's go to our analyst in the studio.
Thank you, Radar. It's been absolute chaos lately. Just 3 days ago, John Jacobs addressed the 800 protesters with the words, "Bring the war home." Jacobs has been quoted saying, "We'll probably lose people today. We don't really have to win here. Just the fact that we're willing to fight the police is a political victory."
And how were these protest numbers sustained?
By the time of the charge, it was approximately 350 protesters into 1,000 police members, really creating an even more violent confrontation. Though protesters were well protected by leg armor and helmets, they were no match for the well-trained police force who targeted the necks, feet, and groin. After 10:25 p.m., an unmarked car arrived, firing 15 shots into the crowd, followed by 2 police cars driving full speed into the crowd. By the end of the night, 26 policemen were injured, 6 Weathermen were shot, and 68 protesters were arrested, including Jacobs.
Thank you, Eric, for these absolutely harrowing set of events. Just yesterday, the Black Panthers have released a statement condemning the Weathermen.
We believe that the Weathermen action is anarchistic, opportunistic, individualistic, it's chauvinistic, it's custoristic, and that's the bad part about it. It's custoristic in that its leaders take people into situations where the people can be massacred, and they call that revolution. And it's nothing but child's play, it's folly. We think these people may be sincere, but they're misguided, they're muddleheads, and they're scatterbrained.
We received word that Governor Ogilvie has called in 2,500 National Guard members. Now we go live to our reporter on the ground, Corey Modell.
Right now, after allowing other groups to lead the protests yesterday, the Weathermen are attempting to reignite the revolution. Some 300 protesters are currently marching in the famed Loop of Chicago and are breaking through the surrounding police. The police are encircling and containing the protesters at the moment.
Thank you, Corey, for the details on this frightening incident. On to the next story, Project Milrow, Fact or Fiction. Stay tuned after the break.
Hello, this is Corey Modell on December 31st, 1969 on CMM News. Today, the Weathermen's Flint War Council with our analyst, Raynor.
Yes, Corey, the Weathermen have decided to break away from SES and engage in guerrilla activity. Liberations include level of violence, obtaining weapons, and hiding from law enforcement. Some of the more disturbing topics include whether they will target white babies. Members present at the event but not involved in the Weathermen activities have reportedly been shocked at the savagery of some topics.
Sounds like a truly terrifying event. Thank you for reporting. Hello, this is Corey Modell reporting for CMM News on October 6th, 1970. Today, the group Weather Underground, despite turning away from violence after their accidental detonation of their makeshift bomb factory in Greenwich Village, in which 3 members have been killed, have issued a manifesto for their fall offensive. Raynor Bonashpol, our expert, will give you more.
Well, Corey, the Weathermen have now gone back to their violent tendencies, this time in response to the killings of Fred Hampton and Mark Clark, 2 Black Panther members.
And what connection does the group have with the Black Panthers?
The Weathermen have tried to be our allies since their formation. Of course, even the gun-killing Black Panthers find the Weathermen to be brash and violent. The Weathermen have detailed the lengths that they will go to achieve their mission in their manifesto. Here it is.
This time it begins a fall offensive of youth resistance that will spread from Santa Barbara to Boston, back to Kenton, Kansas. Now we are everywhere, and next week families and tribes will attack the enemy around the country. We are not just attacking targets, we are bringing a pitiful, helpless giant to its knees.
Hello, this is CMM News on the 20th of May, 1972. I'm Corey Modell. Bombs went off in the Pentagon today, and it seems the Underground is to blame. In retaliation for the bombing of Hanoi, the group placed a bomb in the women's bathroom of the Air Force Wing, akin to the bombing of the Capitol 2 years ago. They damaged property and classified information.
Welcome to CMI News. This is Raynor Bonashpol on the date of January 18, 1977. There have been reports of a rift in the Weather Underground organization, with founder Bernie Dorn at odds with the rest of the group, who she is now labeling as white supremacists who have abandoned the armed struggle, turned away from blacks, and lessened their ideology. Let's turn to our analyst for more.
Thank you, Raynor. Seems Weather Underground movement has lost the steam it previously held, now that the war has ended. We could very well be witnessing one step in the eventual dissolution of the organization. After claiming to be the perpetrators of 25 bombings, the organization's factional differences, which is what created the split between the Weathermen and SDS, have begun to lessen the organization's political importance. I believe the group will fade out of importance in a few years, after which it will be remembered solely as a far-left terrorist organization.
This rift comes after a 1973 decision from the government to reclassify the group as a non-fugitive organization due to legal practices of the FBI in procuring information on White Underground, including the search of various homes without warrant.
There seems to be a clear rift between the East Coast members, who favor a commitment to violence and who challenge the commitments of older leaders such as Bernadine Dorn, Bill Ayers, and Jeff Jones, and the other Old West Coast members, who found that they were no longer liable for federal prosecution and could become above-ground revolutionary leaders.
Thank you for your insight, Corey. I'm sure you are as glad as I am to see the end of this dangerous and radical group.